Assalamu alaikum. So dawada, welcome to macan. Today, inshallah, we will be making a traditional Somali dish, a breakfast dish, which consists of malawax and ber. So let's get started. So inshallah, we will be needing, of course, some liver, some ber, as well as green peppers and onions, and just a little bit of salt and black pepper, and of course some oil. So inshallah, we're going to get started by turning on the stove to about medium high. We're going to get our pan to warm up a little bit, and then once the pan is warm enough, we'll go ahead and add our oil. So you can use vegetable oil here, or olive oil, whatever you have on hand. So we want our pan to be, and our oil to be nice and warm. And then from there, we're going to go ahead, inshallah, and add our liver. So make sure you get everything in there. I love having liver in the morning. Oh my God, so filling, mashallah. Keeps you really full. So we're going to go ahead and spread all of that in. Go ahead and cover it. We're going to let it cook for about 5 minutes. It's going to create some water. So just kind of, you don't really need to do anything. Kind of check on it to see where it's at. But about 5 minutes later, I actually just come back and kind of like check on it to see, if it's cooked from the bottom. So it looks like some pieces are cooked and some are not. So we'll go ahead and just flip it, spread it around some more. And then at this point here, inshallah, we're going to go ahead and add our seasoning, which is just basically salt and black pepper. With the seasoning, it's always according to your taste. So for here, I added actually about half a teaspoon of salt as well as black pepper. So I'm spreading, making sure all the seasoning is all over there. And then go ahead and cover it, let it cook. Give it about 5 minutes. So once, the water has actually diminished, it looks like it's almost pretty much dry. It's almost cooked. This is about 10 minutes later. Definitely lower your temperature there to a little bit lower, to maybe like 6 or 7, or actually just about 6, I guess. So here it looks like it's pretty much ready. So we're going to go ahead and add our onions and green peppers. So this is about half an onion and about a quarter of sliced green peppers. So we don't want our green peppers and onions to actually cook. We want it to just kind of like, we still want that crunchiness. So it definitely gives it a good flavor. So leave it in there for maybe about 2 to 3 minutes actually, and it's pretty much ready. So go ahead and cover that, and turn your stove off, I mean. So inshallah, we're going to go ahead and move on to making our malawax now. So we will need some flour, 1 egg. So that's about 2 cups of flour, and that was 1 egg. We're going to also add some sugar. That brown stuff there is actually a blend of nutmeg, cinnamon, as well as cardamom. It's actually a really good blend. I use that in my tea as well. Makes such a good taste. Make a big difference in taste as well as aroma. We're going to go ahead and add our milk in there. So with the milk, I'm actually adding the milk in a little bit of a time. You don't want to add all the milk all at once. Unfortunately, I did not really measure it here, but I'm just adding a little bit at a time. Before I actually turn my hand mixer on, I'm just adding the milk and then kind of like spreading it. It's going to be a little lumpy. I don't want to have the machine on and have all the flour kind of like splurt everywhere. So what we're looking here is for our batter to blend well. You want it to be nice and smooth, not lumpy. So that's the kind of texture we're really looking for. It just makes the spreading of the batter on the pan a lot easier. So go ahead and blend all that mixture in. And just add the milk according to, you know, the texture of the batter. So again, like I said, you don't want your batter to be thick. You want it to be nice and smooth. There we go. So this doesn't really take too long. All right. So we're pretty much done blending there. So from here, I'm just going to show you, go ahead and turn the stove on, I guess, want your pan to warm up. So that's the consistency, that's the texture we're looking for our batter. So with the stove, turn it on the temperature about medium high. We want our pan to be nice and hot. Put a little bit of butter on top, so it's gonna kind of like sizzle a little bit. That's how you know your pan is ready. So just spread a little paper towel on there, the oil to be all over the pan, or you can just use a spray as well, a non-stick spray. Go ahead and put that batter on and spread it. See, it's just, see, the batter is not lumpy. It's like nice and smooth. The first one is always tricky. Doesn't always turn out the best, but alhamdulillah, this one I think is going to turn out pretty well. So we want it to cook at the top, and once it's like nice and dry at the top and it's cooked at the bottom, we're going to add a little bit of butter on there. And spread the butter all over, and then once you've spread it all over, we're going to go ahead and flip it. So that's what we're looking for at the bottom. We want it to be nice and brown. Some people like it even darker than that, and you just leave it in. It takes about 40 to 60 seconds for each side, but go ahead and flip it over again if you'd like, but for me that was good enough. So we're gonna do another malawax there, another crepe. So put the batter on the pan. If you find that it's actually kind of like falling apart, just put your temperature down a little bit, and then it'll make it a lot easier, because you don't want your pan to be too hot. We're going to go ahead and add that butter, spread it all the way around. And then, so from here, yeah, check. You can always just check to see if it looks like it's brown from the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and flip it over. Okay. So like I said, again, you can keep it, if you want it to be darker, you can go ahead and leave it on the other side. So you can flip it over into see, and that's pretty much good enough for me. So it's actually as simple as that, mashallah. There is our end product. So mashallah, it turned out pretty well. It's super easy making, you know, crepes. So this is everything all together. Hearty breakfast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make, you know, let me know how yours turned out. You know, I'd like to hear from you guys, as well as don't forget to subscribe. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this breakfast, this traditional Somali breakfast. And obviously we cannot have a traditional Somali breakfast without our tea. So go ahead and pour that in. And bon appetit. Enjoy. Assalamu alaikum.